You didn't click this video by mistake. You're here because somewhere inside, you know the truth. Something's missing. You've worked hard. You've played by the rules. Maybe you've built a business, earned a good income, and even carved out a little status. But when it comes to women, real connection, lasting attraction, respect, it doesn't add up. Why do some men with no flash, no big paycheck, no impressive title, still capture the attention of women effortlessly? It's not luck. It's not magic. It's something deeper, something most men today have forgotten. Here's the brutal truth. What women crave the most isn't visible. It can't be measured in likes, cars, or bank accounts. It's not something you can buy. It's something you become. This message isn't about tricks, pickup lines, or manipulation. It's about the essence of who you are as a man. And if you're ready to hear it, not just hear it, but absorb it, you're about to understand what truly separates ordinary men from unforgettable ones. The ancient Stoics knew it long before dating coaches and YouTube influencers. They understood that the foundation of a man's power wasn't outside. It was forged deep within. Women can sense this power, not through what you say, but through how you move, how you lead, how you respond when life tests you. In a world where most men are reactive, driven by cravings and ego, the man who leads himself stands alone. When she pulls away, when she throws a test, when the world gets loud, most men beg, chase, or collapse. But you take a breath. You stand still. You don't flinch. That's self-mastery. And it changes everything. Control over your emotions, your impulses, your habits. That's real strength. Not abs, not cash, not smooth talk. It's the quiet, unshakable discipline of a man who's not owned by his urges. When a woman sees a man who doesn't react, who holds frame in a storm, who doesn't trade his integrity for her attention, that's the moment she begins to trust you, respect you, feel something primal. Emotional safety is far more seductive than any luxury lifestyle. But control without direction is meaningless. A man needs purpose like lungs need air. Without a mission, you're just drifting. And women can feel that too. She might say she wants more time with you. She might ask you to slow down, stay in, play it safe. But deep down, she's watching how you move when she's not in control. If you abandon your path to please her, a part of her respect dies quietly. Not because she's cruel, because she's wired to follow a man who follows something bigger than her. A vision, a calling, a mission that lights you up from within. The man who stays true to that, who walks his path no matter what. Purpose turns chaos into direction. But to lead others, you first have to lead yourself. And that begins in your mind. The Stoics didn't avoid emotion, they just refused to be ruled by it. Most men break when things go wrong. They panic, they spiral, they lose control. But not you. You stay logical, clear, grounded. When everything around you falls apart, your calmness becomes a lighthouse. That's when she looks at you differently, not as a boy, but as a man who can handle life, who can handle her. Because let's be honest, if you can't regulate yourself, how can she trust you to hold her emotions, her fears, her heart? Women are emotional creatures by nature. They need to feel your stillness, your clarity, your logic when things get messy. This isn't about being cold, it's about being composed. She can break down, cry, lose control, but you hold space. You lead with presence, not panic. And presence is something you don't fake. You either have it or you don't. Some men walk into a room and own it, without saying a word. It's not about muscles, it's about energy. The way you stand, the way you walk, The way your eyes meet the world without apology. You don't chase attention. You command it. Presence is built in silence. It's built when you train your body, sharpen your mind, and refine your character. It's in the way you listen without needing to interrupt. The way you shake a hand like you mean it. The way you move through life, as if every step has purpose. Women feel this. They may not be able to explain it, but they feel it in their gut. This kind of man doesn't need to impress. He just is. Solid. Rooted. Reliable. But there's one more piece, and it may be the rarest of all. Dignity. We live in a time where most men will do anything for attention. Dance for likes. Sell out their values for followers. Pretend to be something they're not. But what does that leave them with? Nothing but a hollow shell. Dignity is the quiet strength of a man who won't compromise who he is. He doesn't lie to get ahead. He doesn't fake it for approval. He doesn't chase applause. He just lives true. Women may flirt with the flashy, but they fall in love with the grounded. A man with dignity is like a mountain, unmoved, even by storms. She may not always say it, but deep down, that's the man she wants by her side. Because when life gets hard, and it always does, she doesn't want a clown. She wants a rock. A man who stands on truth, not trend. So take a moment now. Breathe. Reflect. We chase money thinking it will give us power, thinking it will bring respect, self-mastery, purpose, logic, presence, dignity. These aren't trends. They're virtues, ancient, eternal, unbreakable. You don't need more gear. You need more grounding. You don't need to earn more. You need to be more. Because the kind of man women respect, follow, and never forget isn't defined by what he owns. He's defined by what he can live without. If this message lit something inside you, if it reminded you of the man you're meant to be, subscribe right now, like this video, and leave a comment. Which of these traits are you building in your life? This isn't just content. This is a movement, a brotherhood, a return to power, discipline, and truth. Welcome to Innerforcefuel. And remember, a man's true wealth isn't in his possessions, it's in his presence.